All right. What is up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Nightmare Championship Wrestling, bringing you another episode of the Nightmare World Cup. 8 more individuals enter another bracket, and we will dwindle it down to one. Without any further ado, let's check out who's in the bracket. We got Ian Gray and Mark Woolery starting things off today. Also, the Deputy Razorhawk and TJ Black from the Livewire roster. Also from the Livewire roster, Huey Blunt's going up against the New Generation Champion, Matsuda Tanaka. And then we have the Bloodsport Champion taking on one half of the Tag Champs as Gabriel Gorgeous fights Jay Constanelli. So there you see Ian Gray, Mark Woolery, Razorhawk, TJ Black, Huey Blunts, Matsuda Tanaka, Gabriel Gorgeous, along with Jay Constanelli. This is our 8 individuals in bracket 3 here tonight. Without any further ado, let's see who will walk away the victor of the first match. All right, so our first matchup that we have here for the Nightmare World Cup this afternoon, it will be the Walking Infection, Ian Gray, as he takes on Daddy Mark Woolery. Now, fans, last week, or in the last episode, Ian Gray decimated uh, the Beast Cody Ford in a singles competition and had lost in a tag team matchup, that being Calypso and Mark Woolery. Now the American Triad looking to bounce back here tonight as Cody Ford got knocked out of the World Cup in the last episode. Now here tonight, Ian Gray takes on another member of the American Triad, that being Daddy Mark Woolery. So here we go. Ian Gray versus Murray for this matchup, the first matchup of the afternoon. This is the Nightmare World Cup. 8 individuals will be dwindled down to just one here today. We will find out who that will be. We've already seen great names come through the tournament thus far. Ryan Riley, Cody Ford, Everett Constanelli, Thomas War, Luke Luger, Will Steele, Ryan Riley, Alex McNabb. All these great names come through the Nightmare World Cup already, and here we go with 8 more combatants. We're going to find out who's going to be the one this afternoon to advance to the Elite Eight. And now, the first man in this matchup making his way down to the ring. A man who has certainly done different things as of late. Yes, Huey, you are first. Welcome to the stream. But nonetheless, the Infection, Ian Gray, here tonight as our first contestant, making his way down to the ring, hailing from Salem, Oregon, the Walking Infection himself, Ian Gray. So Ian Gray, definitely taking a turn for the worse this past year, showing everybody a completely different side of him. As you can see, he certainly looks different in comparison to others. Nonetheless, he is here with us today, and we're going to see how he fares. Can he rip through Mark Woolery the same way he tore through the Beast Cody Ford in the last episode on, I believe it was Adrenaline? Nonetheless, Ian Gray, a former one-time hardcore champion, former, I believe, 2-time Battle Royal champion, and he is the current NCW Mr. Money in the Bank. Well then, that ain't enough to say. And now, introducing his opponent, making his way down to the ring, a man who has been in call for damn near 10 years. Next game will mark 10, ladies and gentlemen. Nonetheless, here he is, on his way down to the ring, representing the American Triad, everyone's favorite father figure in CAW, the one, the only, Daddy Mark Woolery. Daddy Mark Woolery, a TXW original. That's originally where he was discovered in CAW wrestling. Stayed there from 2009 to 2012, I believe. Then drifted off and then came back to CAW wrestling in 2016. Here with us in the land of the Nightmare, NCW. Ever since then, he's been back. He's been, I believe, New Generation Champion and World Champion, along with Tag Team Champs. He's done a lot here in just 2 short years. Nonetheless, here tonight in the first ever congregation, if you will, of the Nightmare World Cup. This is the first time it's ever been done, the Nightmare World Cup 2018. We're going to find out just who is the very best on the roster. And fans, we got a couple other big shows coming up for you in the future. We're also going to do an old school eliminatio exhibition, which will involve every single call on the roster. Certainly going to be an awesome showing then. Here we go, the bell is sounded. This is the opening matchup of the Nightmare World Cup Bracket 3. Here today, we are going to find out between 8 men who is going to be the one to join Danny Harris and Josh Omega in the Elite 8. Look out, hitting the ropes, coming back, and big time. Thez Press there, and Mark Woolery, former multiple-time champion, former world champion in his own right, has been to the top of the mountain. Has battled for the global title as well and been the global champion as well. And look out, Woolery's got him up in an electric chair. Oh, and he is not afraid to drop him right on his face. Down goes Ian Gray, no doubt, trying to make him pay for, look at that, going downstairs. It looked like he may have hit him in the solar plexus, or maybe he went below the belt. Mark Woolery got out of the ring to clear his head or gain a breath, it looks like it, but now he's back on it. But oh man, a flying knee just like that will turn the tables, and the infection Ian Gray is in control, at least for right now. Look out. Here comes Ian Gray. Now Ian Gray using those long legs of his to nail that big boot right in the face of Woolery. Woolery has stared down in the face of giants before, but Ian Gray is that of a different breed, if you will. Nice suplex there by Ian Gray. Ian Gray, of course, been a member of our roster since 2015. He was actually in the first ever Rise to Stardom tournament. And, well, back then it wasn't even a tournament. It was a whole different system. Nonetheless, he was in the first season of Rise to Stardom. He didn't win it, but he did get to the finals. And now, Ian Gray, to watch him evolve and change over the years, it's I don't even know what to say. Oh, my goodness, and a Thez Press out of nowhere changes turns the tables there on Ian Gray. Now, Daddy Mark Woolery scaling to that top rope, no doubt, looking for his flying fist drop. Here it comes. No, instead, a big-time body splash by Daddy Mark Woolery, doing what he's got to do. Now, looking to drop. Daddy's ring hand there. Puts him down with, or keeps him down, rather, with that. Now, poised and ready. Here comes Daddy Mark Woolery. Woolery got him up. Puts him down with Daddy's discipline. Is that enough to end the match there? 1, 2, no. Ian Gray ensures that this match will continue here in the first matchup of the third bracket of the Nightmare World Cup. And now, there is that ultimate strength. Woolery may be pound for pound one of the strongest wrestlers here in Nightmare Championship Wrestling, even though he's not the largest. Somewhat of a giant killer his entire career, and now Woolery got him up in the fireman's carry, perhaps. He's looking to hit it again. No, instead a guillotine into the ropes. Now Ian rolling out of the way, looking for that Thez Press again, but he only finds a short man's fireman's carry there. Beautiful low fireman's carry, and now Ian coming in for the kill. Like like a shark smelling blood in the water. Nails him with that infection slash. Down goes Mark Woolery. And the crazy mindset of Ian Gray is on display here, ladies and gentlemen. Woolery trying to use the ropes to pull himself back to his feet by finding a shot right to the back of the head. Now these two staring each other off. Look out, Snapmare to the inside. Center of the ring, seated position there. And now Woolery with a side headlock. Just wrenching on that side headlock there is Daddy Mark Woolery. Ian looking for a way to get out of this, perhaps. He could be perhaps looking for a pin. Ian perhaps could cradle a leg and roll Woolery back into a pin, but the lock is broken, and now both men back to their feet. Locking up in a front face lock. Ian now looking to take Woolery all around this arena here, or excuse me, around this ring. Puts him up against the ropes here. And now, Ian Gray looking to fly here. Good Lord, Ian Gray. Ian Gray takes out Daddy Mark Woolery with that amazing feat there. But Woolery right back on the attack here with that much-needed reversal. The referee is just counting to the outside. It sounds like we're at a 4 count already here, fans. Constantly counting and throwing him into the barricade multiple times here. Ian Gray, getting reversed there now. Daddy Mark Woolery looking for something, but no, a reversal back and forth. It looked like he may have hit his head on the steps on the way down. Now, Ian Gray picking him up here, looking for something, throws him into the ring to continue this matchup. There will be no count-out victory here today. Ian Gray looking to defeat Daddy Mark Woolery the same way he did the Beast. Perhaps not with as many of his finishers. Look out, Cobra Clutch Slam. Beautiful maneuver there by Ian, and he's going for the pin here. 1, 2. Can he end it here? No, it's not enough. This matchup will continue. Now Ian calling for his finisher here. Looking to pick Daddy Mark Woolery up on his shoulders and put him down with the Into the Gray. Down he goes, now cradling his leg and going for the pin, but a rope break is what is found there, and this matchup will continue due to the rope breaks. Daddy Mark Woolery, oh my goodness, trying to rip the face off of Daddy Mark Woolery. Now, we've seen Ian Gray and Cody Ford go at it this past week the last episode, episode 170. Now, here today on episode 3 of Nightmare World Cup. Ian continuing his legacy. Getting reversed there. And now Woolery in control. Woolery, a crafty veteran to say the least, and a clothesline sends his opponent all the way to the outside. Now this fight spews to the outside once again. Senior referee Jeff Bobcat is on the scene here with the count. Woolery beating the high holy hell out of his opponent here on the outside. Now, got him up. Look out. What a float over power slam out of the fireman's carry. That was a sweet maneuver there by Ian Gray. Awesome maneuver. Now Ian looking to throw Woolery back into the ring. And he's got a hold of that wrist. And now he's looking to nail a beautiful neck breaker to the floor there as the count restarts. And now Ian looking to throw him in the ring once again here and nail him with yet another neck breaker to the floor. Now, fans, this is a strategy, an interesting strategy by Ian Gray. Every time Ian Gray nails him with a neck breaker from the ring, the count must restart, and he can continue his damage on the outside. Thus, no count-out loss will occur from it. Look out, suplex there, and what an innovative suplex that was by Ian Gray. And now, look out. Down he goes with a shoulder block there. Much needed reversal by Woolery, and now in control. He throws Ian into the ring, and they're looking to bring the fight back to the inside. And Woolery now, telling everybody to get ready for it. Here he comes. He's got him up on his shoulders. And Woolery walks away with the victory. Sorry about that, fans. Dropped my headset. Nonetheless, your winner here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Daddy Mark Woolery. Woolery walks away your victor here tonight in convincing fashion. Look at this beautiful maneuver here, diving to the outside by Ian Gray. Ian Gray takes out Daddy Mark Woolery, at least momentarily, with that maneuver. A lot of fighting on the outside. Hit him with that awesome launch up of a slam out of that Cobra clutch. Tried to go for the pin off that. It was to no avail. This was it right here. The into the Gray, and he was too close to the ropes. As you can see, his foot was under the rope as he tried going for the pin here. But Daddy Mark Woolery, another Daddy's discipline, gets it done there tonight, puts him down with that. And Daddy Mark Woolery avenges his partner, the Beast, Cody Ford, and defeats Ian Gray here tonight in the Nightmare World Cup, advancing to the next round. Congratulations to Daddy Mark Woolery. All the boos you can hear here in this arena. Nonetheless, he is your winner here tonight, Daddy Mark Woolery. Well then, Daddy Mark Woolery defeats Ian Gray here tonight in the Nightmare World Cup to move on to the next round. Now we got to find out who will face him in the semis. With the winner of this next matchup joining Mark Woolery in the next round is... So here we go, fans. The next matchup in the Nightmare World Cup, and this the opening round of Bracket 3. We will find out who moves on to face Mark Woolery. Will it be the Deputy Razorhawk, or will it be TJ Black? Both of these men took very different paths to get here in Nightmare Championship Wrestling. TJ Black, of course, a member of the Livewire roster. His contract was acquired with the acquisition of HCW. A phenomenal talent to have here with us in the land of the Nightmare nonetheless. And his opponent, the Deputy Razorhawk. Now, Deputy Razorhawk came in at the, I believe it was the end of 2017, towards the, on the back half of the season. Nonetheless, he's been here for, he's coming up on a year now. Deputy Razorhawk has been at least a Battle Royal champion. He has held gold here, and he has had title shots. Here recently, he's been favored by management along with his tag team partner, the Natural, Nick Shields, as Nick Shields, of course, will be getting a rematch for that global championship at the next Click Per View. And the Deputy Razorhawk, I believe, has a title, or excuse me, a number one contendership match where he will have to earn his way at another title shot. But can he get that done? We'll find out then. But for right now, TJ Black and Razorhawk, the different roads they have taken have led them to this point where they will meet here tonight inside the Nightmare World Cup. So here we go. Now making his way down to the ring, the Law Dog of Cal from Long Beach, California. The one, the only, the Deputy Razorhawk, Nathan Everett. So here he is, Nathan Everett, former Battle Royal champion, as I've said, former multiple-time contender. He just hasn't walked away with any other titles thus far in his career. He's not even a year in that yet, folks. He could be arguably the Rookie of the Year 2018, because technically, if you only started a couple months in 17, he only had like one match, and I believe his Click Per View debut was at Oblivion. Have nothing of a year. This is his first full year, and you could argue that the Deputy Razorhawk is the Rookie of the Year. Nonetheless, here he is. here with us tonight. Not worried about being a rookie. He's actually been in Nightmare Championship Wrestling for about 6 months. He's definitely getting the hang of it. And here he is tonight, ready to go for the Nightmare World Cup. And now, his opponent, making his way down to the ring. A man who has challenged for various titles on the Livewire roster since his arrival. Excuse me. Nonetheless, a man who has challenged for a couple different titles but hasn't won one yet. Give him a chance. Livewire is still pretty fresh and pretty new. It's only a couple months in here with us in the land of the Nightmare. Nonetheless, here he is, the one and only TJ Black. So, TJ Black here with us this afternoon. We're going to see how he fares here tonight in the Nightmare World Cup. This, of course, is our second matchup of the afternoon, the second match of the opening round of Bracket 3, of course. This is Episode 3, Bracket 3. We will have 8 episodes, find out who is the 8 men who will go into the Elite 8 finals, and then we will narrow it down to just one Nightmare World Cup winner. Nonetheless, the fans not really going crazy here for TJ Black, but TJ Black is a phenomenal talent. He's I'll tell you what, for a smaller individual, he's actually he's a bit of a brawler. Whereas the Nathan Everett does whatever he has to do. He's wacky. He does all kinds of shit. You'll even see that big cop high fly. Nonetheless, the bell is sounded, and a snap German suplex by the Deputy Razorhawk. Not even wasting any time, just going right to TJ Black here. And these two battling it out here in the second matchup. Black now, look out, hooking him up, puts him down. And look at that, just bounces him right out of the ropes. What one hell of a T-bone suplex there. Now, look out, puts him down with an overhead single underhook suplex. Now these two still battling it out. Both men want to move on in this Nightmare World Cup so bad. A lot of greats that everybody thought were going to do well in the tournament actually got knocked out in the first matchup in the first round. I mean, Valak went down to Zangar Vanu in his matchup. The Beast Cody Ford fell to Ryan Riley. Will Steele lost to Luke Luger. All these guys, great former world champions in Nightmare Championship Wrestling, and they fell in the first round. So these two going at it for one man to move on is definitely going to speak volumes. But look out. Now in control and using his environment to his advantage, putting his throat across the rope and then ripping him back. TJ Black still in control here. Looking to torque that arm there of the Deputy Razorhawk. Good Lord, what a spinning side maneuver there. Just jam that arm up, and that could definitely rip his shoulder out of socket there. Beautiful maneuver. And now, the Deputy Razorhawk in control, coming back. Beautiful Meteora there. That's one of the freaky maneuvers we've seen him use in the past. He'll pull that off the top rope as well. And now cross faces by the Law Dog of Caw, doing what he's got to do to stay in it. Now, look out. The Deputy Razorhawk now looking to lay something down, and a patented maneuver is what he pulls out. A cravate head drilling maneuver there. A move that he pulls out nearly every time we see the Deputy Razorhawk. Now today, coming back with a springboard frog splash. Beautiful. Now, TJ Black, reversal there on the Deputy Razorhawk. TJ Black looking to make a name for himself here in the Nightmare World Cup. Precisive maneuvers here, and now looking to springboard him with a tope atomiko there by TJ Black. And now, kick to the face there. Deputy Razorhawk face to face with TJ Black, but Black now got a hold of him, got him up on his shoulders. No, puts him down there with the reverse neck breaker, modified version there, doing what you gotta do to stay in this matchup. And now got him up on his shoulders and puts him down with his patented Samoan drop, doing what he's got to do, sticking to what brought him to the dance, and a move that he pulls from Daddy Mark Woolery, that being the big-time fist drop there. Now, the Deputy Razorhawk in control. What's he looking for here? Sees the ropes behind him, hits the ropes and comes back. Beautiful low enziguri there to his kneeling opponent. And now the Deputy Razorhawk is all over TJ Black. No, thrusts him off there with his legs. TJ Black starting a comeback perhaps here. Razorhawk reversing there. Now look out, a much needed reversal there by the Deputy Razorhawk. Puts him down with a Dr. Teeth. And now Razorhawk looking for some sort of offense here. Got a hold of his arm and stomps that living hell out of it. Now picking up TJ Black, and this ain't looking good for Black. The Deputy Razorhawk getting a hold of him here, got him up on his shoulders. Good Lord, what a powerbomb there by the Law Dog of Kaw. He's going to the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. He's looking to hit his laying down the law, if you will, the law down there by the Law Dog of Kaw. The Deputy Razorhawk. And now a reversal with that arm drag. TJ Black may have momentarily opened up a doorway for offense here, if you will. Got a hold of the Deputy Razorhawk, looking for something, throws him into the corner. What is TJ Black looking for here in the Nightmare World Cup? And now, TJ Black. Oh, good Lord, what is TJ Black doing? Got a hold of him, taking him to the top. Superplex off the top turnbuckle there. TJ Black and the Deputy Razorhawk go flying. This ain't looking good. That could be what he needs to turn this all around here. And look out, flying knee. TJ Black's finisher there, the flying knee out of nowhere, doing what he's got to do. Now dragging him to the center of the ring, looking for the pin here on the Deputy Razorhawk. No, instead, got a hold of the arm, and he's looking like, oh my goodness, snapping that arm there on snapping the arm of the Deputy Razorhawk on the ground there. And now rolling him back to the very center of the ring, right on top of that World Cup symbol. Now wrenching on the arm once again here, and another spinning arm spinner, if you will. That's what we'll call it, the arm spinner. Nonetheless, nailing that beautiful maneuver there. And now look out, backing off, only to nail him with a knee in the side of the temple. Things are not looking good for the Law Dog of Kaw, as this is certainly turned around for TJ Black in the last couple moments. And now TJ Black, oh, look at this, just taunting him with his boot, picking him all the way up, and now beautiful head kick. Good Lord, trying to decapitate the Law Dog of Kaw, going for the pin off that 1-2. Can he win here? No. Shoulder up by the Deputy Razorhawk. This matchup will continue between TJ Black and the Law Dog of Kaw. The Deputy Razorhawk, and now coming off that second rope. I can't tell if that was a forearm to the head or if that was a flying knee drop, but either way, definitely connects with the Law Dog of Kaw. And now another ringing arm spinner there by TJ Black. I'll tell you what, he's certainly been using that move to his advantage here tonight, hitting it 4 or 5 times here. But the Deputy Razorhawk with a much-needed reversal into a reverse DDT. Perhaps this is what he needs to get back on top here. You and Huey, TJ. And now he's locked in the fisticuff submission. We seen him win off this earlier this week, and now he wins off of it again. The Deputy Razorhawk puts down TJ Black. Once again, another victim here to his submission, the fisticuffs, and he goes down. Wow. TJ Black is eliminated here from the Nightmare World Cup by the Law Dog of Kaw, Nathan Everett. there it was, his finisher. He only hit it one time here tonight, that flying knee by TJ Black. But look at this. This is a beautiful decapitating head kick there. Look at that. Awesome hook kick there to take his head off. Nonetheless, the Deputy Razorhawk locks him in the fisticuffs, and he submits it. With his submission there, your victor here tonight, moving on to the next round of the Nightmare World Cup. The Deputy Razorhawk, Nathan Everett. Congratulations to Nathan Everett here in his victory. And now, fans, coming up next, we have yet another matchup here for the Nightmare World Cup. So here we go. Coming up next in the Nightmare World Cup, the opening round will see Huey Blunt's newcomer here with us in Nightmare Championship Wrestling versus the NCW New Generation Champion, Matsuda Tanaka. Young man from Osaka, Japan, takes on Maja Huey Blunt. It's the master of the Ultimatum versus the master of the Damager Death Drop. So, first time we've ever done a Nightmare World Cup, so this is the first year, 2018, and two newcomers to NCW who haven't actually been in for a full year yet are here with us in the Nightmare World Cup. Nonetheless, we're glad to have them here. And Huey Blunt and Matsuda both took very different paths as well. Huey Blunt, of course, a newcomer of the the NCW Livewire roster. Matsuda Tanaka, we'll find out where he goes when the draft occurs. As for right now, both men are definitely not worried about that. They're worried about moving on to the next round. Who will move on to the semifinals? Will it be Huey Blunt, who is also the number one contender to the Bloodsport Championship, ladies and gentlemen? Don't forget about that. He'll worry about that later, but he's going up against the current NCW New Generation Champion, Matsuda Tanaka. Huey Blunt, Matsuda Tanaka, coming up next. All right. And the first man making his way down to the ring, hailing from, Huey, where are you from? Tell us in the comments on the side, please. Nonetheless, he is the Damager, Huey Blunt, the number one contender to the Bloodsport title. And we will find out how he fares for that Bloodsport Championship against Gabriel Gorgeous in 2 weeks at quarantine when he is locked inside a steel structure with the Bloodsport Champion, and we will find out from Newark, New Jersey, Huey Blunt. Newark, New Jersey, the Damager. The Damager is here tonight, and I'm going to tell you what, he come onto the scene with one hell of a splash. A lot of people resent going to the opening Battle Royal as soon as they join NCW, but Huey Blunt walked in and eliminated like two former multiple-time champions in NCW, got rid of them quick. I can't even remember who they were, but nonetheless, he splashed onto the scene with pretty much a tidal wave. And since then, it has been, quote-unquote, a tidal wave, as he's been seeing a wave of title shots. This now, another contendership match victory this time, leads him to be the number one contender for the NCW Bloodsport Championship. We will see if he can win that from Gabriel Gorgeous. Gabriel Gorgeous is also in this bracket. Perhaps these two will meet later in the Nightmare World Cup. But to do that, he's got to beat this man. His opponent, making his way down to the ring, hailing from Osaka, Japan. He is the one, the only, Matsuda Tanaka. the ultimate Matsuda Tanaka, the great dragon from the east, the Japanese fireball kid, the soldier of strong style. You call him what you will, ladies and gentlemen. I give you 15 different nicknames. I give you choices, not chances. Nonetheless, he is your new generation champion, the one, the only, Matsuda Tanaka. So, been the new generation champion for quite some time now. Nobody really expected Matsuda to take as long to get to it, and when he had it, and now that he has it, to keep it as long as he has. Nonetheless, been the new generation champion in our sim division for some time now, doing a fantastic job. Nonetheless, here he is with us here tonight, Matsuda Tanaka. Now, Matsuda Tanaka holding on to that gold. Perhaps he will hold on to it all the way until the Supreme Struggle, where all of the mid-card champions will enter a tournament and get a world championship shot out of the winner. We will find that out. That's about 2 pay-per-views away. That's on the horizon. Nonetheless, here tonight, Matsuda Tanaka getting ready to go through Huey Blunt's, or at least that's what he hopes to do. Matsuda Tanaka been new generation champion, like I said, for about 4 or 5 months now. And every day, this young man gets better and better. But here tonight, Matsuda looking to go up against Huey Blunt's in this non-title matchup, as no titles are on the line here in the Nightmare World Cup. We will see if Matsuda Tanaka's got what it takes to go through Huey Blunt's, or will Huey Blunt's eliminate the new generation champion and continue to make a name for himself. A lot on the line here, a lot on the line here for the winner, if you will. Yeah, I got you, official Morton V. Nonetheless, here we go. Matsuda Tanaka. Tanaka now, our new generation champion. Title will not be on the line. Here we go. Matsuda, Huey Blunt's Nightmare World Cup, third match of the third bracket opening round. Here we go. Huey now, throwing him all over the place, ringing him all around with that Irish whip. Finally pulls him back into that attack, and now got a hold of him, dodging that kick into a German suplex there by Huey. Huey may have the strong style soldier's number here tonight, but good Lord, look at that. The strikes there can just neutralize the attacks of Huey Blunt's, and Huey might want to start throwing some strikes of his own here now in a front face lock. In trouble here. Nice neck breaker there, or back breaker of sorts, by Matsuda Tanaka. Tanaka now got him up. Matsuda, oh, with a strong knee to the gut, blasting right into the solar plexus of Huey Blunt's. And now, Huey getting introduced here to our new generation champion, Matsuda. Now, Matsuda's been on a roll here lately. He's not undefeated, of course. We've seen him lose before, and Huey Blunt's is going to have to turn it around here, because Matsuda can nail you with strong style moves just like that, and it takes a minute. They try to turn it around. Look out. Now showing off his high-flying ability there. Matsuda Tanaka tries to go after, or excuse me, completely nails that springboard moonsault there. Well, look out, Huey coming back, or trying to at least. Look at this. Maneuvers all over the place here by Huey Blunt's. Huey Blunt's is all over the new generation champion here. And now, Huey calling for, perhaps, the damage of death drop. No, instead, got him in that submission crossface. And the new generation champion's trying to crawl across this ring floor here. But Huey's got that thing cinched in deep. Will he tap out to the submission here? No, Huey just lets it go, apparently. Perhaps didn't want to go all out here in the early moments of the matchup. Huey Blunt's now calling for some sort of flying maneuver here off the second rope. Huey now flies off with a flying forearm there by the Damager. Blunts has our new generation champion reeling here. And perhaps Blunts will move on to win the Bloodsport Championship. And knocking our champion all the way to the floor here. Title, of course, not on the line. Non-title exhibitions here in the Nightmare World Cup. This is all about moving on in the tournament and finding out who is the man. Reversals back and forth by both men. Battling here on the outside, and look out, what a captureplex there by Huey Blunts. Explosive is Blunts. Phenomenal young new talent that we have here with us in NCW. I can see this young man going places. Look out, nice suplex there by Matsuda Tanaka. Huey Blunts taking it to our new generation champion. It ain't looking good for Tanaka. Throws him in the ring, and now Blunts finally follows in as this matchup will continue here. And a harsh kick to the gut there by Huey Blunts, staying in control of the champion here. And now, Huey looking to call himself a champion soon enough as he takes his title shot against. We got a pinfall here. Going for a pin here on Matsuda Tanaka. Is that enough to get it done? No, it's not. This matchup will continue here between Huey Blunts and Matsuda Tanaka. Haven't seen either of the Ultimatum or the Damager Death Drop, and these men going for pinfalls on each other back and forth, but neither man getting the pinfall thus far. Nice kick to the back there. Now, he's got Huey up and nails him with a beautiful cradle shock maneuver there by Matsuda Tanaka. Matsuda backing off way in the corner, looking to get everybody a good view of this sliding shotgun super kick. Good Lord. Drops down Huey Blunts with that, the death blow, and now he may be looking to drag him to the center of the ring and go for the pin here. The new generation champion looking to eliminate Huey Blunts, but no. Huey will stay in this matchup and in the tournament, at least for right now. This matchup will continue. Third matchup of the opening round of the third bracket. Look out, Snapdragon suplex to Huey Blunts, returning the suplex favor, if you will, to the Damager. The Damager is not looking good here, ladies and gentlemen. Matsuda Tanaka, eating a shot to the gut there as the Damager firing back here, looking to stay in this. And a spinning back kick there, puts him down. Nice kick there. Look out, got him up. Beautiful Tiger Bomb there by Matsuda Tanaka to put down Huey Blunts. And now stomping his opponent in the solar plexus multiple times. Follows it up with a strong style forearm to the side of the head. Matsuda just beating the high holy hell out of him, showing him what strong style is all about. Huey trying to battle him off here. And he does. Nice kick to the back of the hamstring there, and that could be the opening that Huey is looking for here. Nice back suplex there by Huey Blunts. And Blunts now taking a moment in the corner, taking a breath, and he is ready to go. Gas tank on Huey Blunts. I'm going to tell you what, I ain't seen nobody outgas him thus far. And now Blunts looking for something here. Got a hold of him again and puts him in the crossface once again for everybody to see Matsuda. And Matsuda's trying to crawl, but he can. He taps out. Huey Blunts taps out the new generation champion here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on in the Nightmare World Cup. Awesome showing here by Huey Blunts. Wow, look at this, the sliding super kick here by Matsuda, nailing that, turning that head. Let's see it again from another angle. Bam! Just puts him right down with that beautiful maneuver. But Huey Blunts, in the end of the day, has him down for the crossface. The end is here. What do you know? The crossface gets it done here tonight. Huey, if you got a name for that crossface, put it in the comments on the side, please. Nonetheless, your winner here tonight, moving on in the Nightmare World Cup. newcomer, the passionate Huey Blunts. The Damager gets it done here tonight, dealing the damage, if you will, and eliminating the new generation champion as he takes his leave. And this Nightmare World Cup will continue here for Huey Blunts. Congratulations to Blunts. Now moving on, fans, to our next match. This is going to be an awesome tournament all the way around. The Cottonmouth Crossface to get the job done. And I see usually we see him hit the damage of Death Drop. And we've seen him win many moves off that vertebraker-like maneuver. But at the end of the day, it is the Cottonmouth Crossface locked in, cinched in deep. And we see his opponent as he taps out to Huey Blunts. And now, fans, we have our next match. Coming up next, the final matchup in the opening round. And that is Gabriel Gorgeous, the Bloodsport champion, takes on one half of the tag champs, Jay Constanelli. So, Gabriel Gorgeous won the Bloodsport title in a multi-man Bloodsport championship match. Nonetheless, walks out the champion and has kept the title ever since. Nobody thus far has been able to stop him. We shall see if that will change. But as for right now, no one has been able to topple Gabriel Gorgeous, especially in competition. Nonetheless, here tonight, a man who is his opponent. He is one half of the tag team champs. He has been damn near every champion here with us in NCW. Except for like Hardcore and High Flyers. That's the only three he hasn't held. He's held almost every other championship here, though, ladies and gentlemen. Former multiple-time champion in his own right, especially in singles as well, Jay Constanelli. Now, the Deadshot going up against the Prince of Egypt here tonight, and this is going to be fireworks, to say the least. Both of these men known all around CAW, and now here tonight meeting in the Nightmare World Cup. Gabriel Gorgeous only been a member of NCW for a couple months now, but since he's been here, he's been putting himself in contention on the Livewire roster ever since his arrival. And now Gabriel Gorgeous goes up against a man who, quite possibly, we don't know where he will go when the draft occurs. Jay Constanelli, the Deadshot. He could literally get drafted to any of the three rosters. He's a person that is definitely a big question mark on where is he going. But can't worry about the draft right now, fans. Right now, it is all about the Nightmare World Cup. And the Nightmare World Cup taking place from various arenas all around the world. Here we go. And a man who is from Cairo, Egypt. He is your NCW Bloodsport champion, the Prince of Egypt himself, Gabriel Gorgeous. This man is tyranny personified. This man is a horrible individual, but he is nonetheless, whether you love him or hate him, he's your Bloodsport champion. And if you guys in the back don't like it, well, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to beat him. That's the only way to get rid of this guy, because he certainly ain't going away on his own accord. Here he is, your NCW Bloodsport champion, Gabriel Gorgeous. Gabriel Gorgeous, phenomenal talent, whether you like him or not. This young man is a submissionist, and he does what he has to do to hurt people. And not only that, but he does whatever he wants. He's completely rich. He is the heir to the throne in Egypt. And you better believe when he takes over, I don't even know. He does this for fun. This is his hobby. So here tonight, Gabriel Gorgeous gonna carry out his hobby. Look, to make somebody tap out and squeal. And now, his opponent, making his way down to the ring. Here he is, one half of the NCW World Tag Team Champions. He is the one, the only, Jay Constanelli, the Deadshot. So the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli, here with us tonight, one half of the Tag Team Jaderade. They are the NCW World Tag Team Champions. They beat the American Triad on multiple occasions, but they beat them also on the one time that it needed to count, and that was for NCW World Tag Team Championships. Put them down for those titles, and now, here tonight, one half of Jaderade, Jay Constanelli, will be in singles competition as he takes on Gabriel Gorgeous. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The bell has started, and look at Gabriel Gorgeous just taking off running at Jay Constanelli and launches him up for an Omega Driver. That's how you start in the Nightmare World Cup. A man who is now considered one of the favorites now that Luke Luger and Noah Todd and Will Steele and all those guys have been eliminated. Danny Harris went to the finals, but Gabriel Gorgeous is a man that a lot of people believe. Oh my goodness, look at this. Figure four-ing the head and just flipping Jay Constanelli all over the place here. But Constanelli, punching him in the ribs, doing what he's got to do to stay in this matchup here. But now both men back up, Irish whip, and then into the big King Tut boot. Puts him down with that maneuver. Now, and look at this, the gator roll here by Gabriel Gorgeous, still only applying that maneuver to soften him up for his submission attempts later, much like that figure four neck lock he was rolling all over the ring moments ago. These maneuvers are all to soften him up for his submission, working holds so he doesn't waste as much energy, even though he's in phenomenal physical condition. But look out. Jay Constanelli looking to roll to the outside. What is he doing? I guess he only needed a breath, needed to get away from him, giving him time nonetheless to stand back up. And look out. A move we've seen him use frequently in the past. Got him up, Coda Driver. Puts him down with the Coda Driver. And the Prince of Egypt is showing everybody what he's got now. Look at this beautiful sliding punt right to the side of the head there. Hits the ropes and comes back, only showing off his physical condition. Gabriel Gorgeous, your Bloodsport champion, ladies and gentlemen, is decimating him, and look at that. The falling frontwards Russian facebuster. He's got him up, looking for that guillotine hurricanrana. Nails it beautifully, leaves him on the ropes here, coming back. Rope swinging leg kicks there to the head. Gonna springboard up for the Egyptian splash. Beautiful maneuver there. A beautiful combination of moves, if you will, by Gabriel Gorgeous. And now Gorgeous getting ready here, banging his head on the turnbuckle, showing everybody that he is getting ready to end this matchup here. Gorgeous now got a hold of the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli, and now puts him up against the ropes. Reversal by the Deadshot now, dragging him back to the inside of the ring and planting him face first with that clubbing blow to the back of the neck. Beautiful maneuver there by the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli. And Constanelli now maybe begging him to his feet here. Both men standing in front of each other in a beautiful running facebuster there to put down, or to take him off his guard there, rather, throwing him over the ropes. And now Gabriel Gorgeous, the malicious Egyptian, oh my goodness, drops him with that beautiful DDT into the apron there, dropping down Jay Constanelli. This is not looking good for one half of the tag champs, and good Lord, he was trying to roll out of the way, and the malicious Egyptian goes after it once again, and look at that, a spear into the side of the apron there. These two are going at it here on the outside, and oh man, just throws him into the side of, and then bangs his head off of that. the table, the announce table right here in front of me here, fans. Now throwing Gabriel Gorgeous back to the inside of the ring. Got him up to a 7 count here. And oh man, with that neck breaker, the count will restart as we saw earlier in the night with Ian Gray and his neck breaker. And now the dead shot, Jay Constanelli going for yet another maneuver here. Another neck breaker once again here by Constanelli. Now, Constanelli looking to throw him into the ring here, and this matchup will continue like this over and over here. He is just putting in so much work here. Constanelli now looking for something on the outside. This is certainly the reversal he needed, but look at that. A reversal of his own, and he didn't stay on top for long. Throws him into the barricade on the outside. At a 4 count, these two keep going at it, and good Lord, what a jumping little Jimmy there to put down Gabriel Gorgeous. At a 6 count here, and these guys are beating the hell out of each other. At a 7 count here, into the steel steps he goes. 8 count, Constanelli now rolling to the inside of the ring at a 9, and will he defeat Gabriel Gorgeous via count out here? He does. Jay Constanelli, the only man, I believe, to advance in the tournament via countout thus far, nonetheless defeats Gabriel Gorgeous here. Look at this beautiful Egyptian splash once again. The submissionist didn't even really lock in a submission. He was still doing damage, and Gabriel Gorgeous was just taken apart by that apron hanging neck breaker over and over, but then thrown into the steps at the very end at there, an 8 count. And then he rolls into the ring. Referee Jeff Bobcat says 9. Gives him a chance, tries to get back to his feet. He gets to one knee, but he can't get any further, and there it is, the 10 count. Jay Constanelli moves on in the Nightmare World Cup via countout. Wow. I cannot believe it here, ladies and gentlemen. Jay Constanelli, who hails from New Jersey as well, moves on, and it'll be 2 Jersey boys fighting it out in the semis here. In the second matchup of the semis, and also in the other match, we have, I don't know, let's look at our board. Let's look and see what our tournament board says. And, all right, so here we go. Mark Woolery, the Deputy Razorhawk, Huey Blunts, and Jay Constanelli, all moving on here in the tournament. Without any further ado, let's move it on along, shall we? So here we go. The Deputy Razorhawk versus Daddy Mark Woolery coming up next. I got to be at work in a little less than an hour, so I'm cutting out entrances for the rest of the episode to make sure we can get the matches. Don't worry. But nonetheless, here we go. Nonetheless, the next matchup coming up, we have Daddy Mark Woolery and the Deputy Razorhawk, both advancing in the first round. Hell of a matchup by Mark Woolery defeating Ian Gray. And then Deputy Razorhawk defeated, who'd he beat? Tapped him out. Won by submission. I know that much. Won by submission with, yet again, the fisticuffs. Now, Daddy Mark Woolery also has a submission we haven't seen him use in some time. He's been using his daddy's discipline for years and years, over a decade. So, I mean, we're going to see how this fares here tonight as the Deputy Razorhawk takes on Daddy Mark Woolery right here in the semifinals of Bracket 3. The bell has sounded, and here we go. Both men Advancing from the first round now here in the semis, Fisherman Suplex, Classic Suplex by Daddy Mark Woolery to start out here in this matchup. Dropping the elbow there is Daddy Mark Woolery as he stays in control here in the opening moments of this matchup. Now, the Deputy Razorhawk, of course, I believe is challenging. He's in a #1 contendership matchup at the Click Per View. The next one that'll be coming up called Quarantine, where everybody's locked inside some sort of a steel structure. I believe he's in a 6-man Hell in a Cell 2 out of 3 falls match. Yes, it is that crazy. With Daddy Mark Woolery. So those two will meet at the Click Per View, but here tonight they're meeting in a singles matchup. Oh, to see who will advance in the Nightmare World Cup. Daddy Mark Woolery had to fight Ian Gray in the first round, now advancing. Oh, and eating the DDT there by the man who defeated, I believe it was TJ Black. He tapped out TJ Black. Nonetheless, here tonight, the Deputy Razorhawk advanced already, looking to advance even further. Knees, getting buckled there by the Deputy Razorhawk, and the Law Dog of Kaw looking to lay down the law here on Daddy Mark Woolery, the American Triad member. It's another DDT, and I'm going to tell you what, the Deputy Razorhawk slithering in for that pin there, proving to everyone that he will do whatever it takes. Just take early pinfalls. He doesn't care about putting on a show here for the fans, ladies and gentlemen. He just cares about winning this matchup and moving on. He saw the Deadshot Jay Constanelli get an easy count-out victory, and now realizes that perhaps the long-term game of going through an 8-man tournament in one night, oh man, you're going to need the gas tank to get through there, and one man who has a gas tank and has proven it time after time again is Daddy Mark Woolery. He could very well win this whole bracket here tonight. A former world champion, global champion, new generation champion, tag champion. He's done a lot here, and he's only been here for 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. He is Daddy Mark Woolery. He's even a Hall of Famer due to what he did in TXW, and here tonight, he's going after the Deputy Razorhawk. We got a guy who's been here. We got a guy who's been in car wrestling for 9 years versus a guy who's been in car wrestling for about 9 months. Nonetheless, eats a clothesline there by Daddy Mark Woolery, and he lights him up. Look out, looking for his finisher. Got him up on his shoulders. Daddy's Discipline connects there to the Deputy Razorhawk. Down goes Nathan Everett. Look out, 1, 2, no. Getting a shoulder up, ensuring that this matchup will continue here. The Deputy Razorhawk is not going to go down that easily here. And now, the top rope here. Flying shoulder block there. Beautiful maneuver by Daddy Mark Woolery to take down Nathan Everett. Now, Nathan Everett with a reversal, shoving him to his back there. Everett in control. That, of course, being the Deputy Razorhawk, the Law Dog of Kaw. Here he is. Got him up on his shoulders. Classic. His version of a beautiful Samoan drop. One hell of a maneuver there by the Deputy Razorhawk. He is in control and plants him down with yet another DDT. He has been using this entire matchup to just annihilate Daddy Mark Woolery, or at least keep himself in the matchup, and again attacking the head with another classic move of his arsenal, a maneuver he loves to use. He uses it once a match at least. Nonetheless, it is that beautiful maneuver there. Now, launches him up, into a falling super kick. Crashing down into it, and now the rookie making perhaps a rookie mistake as he just goes in for the pinfall and doesn't pull him away from the ropes. Thus, a rope break occurs. This matchup continues. Daddy Mark Woolery, it's all about ring presence. The veteran would have known that, but the rookie didn't. That classically comes into a play here. Awesome storytelling here by these two former champions. And look out, looking to make a name for himself still. A man who has been favored by management is lying in the ring here, and you better believe they don't like the American Triad, and they don't like him hitting their signatures, especially that maneuver there. Daddy's ring hand, and now Daddy Mark Woolery looking to lay it down. looking to lay down the law himself, putting him down with the Daddy's Discipline. His finisher there in the center of the ring, going for the pin here on Deputy Razorhawk. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Daddy Mark Woolery moves on to the finals of this bracket. Good Lord. The law gets laid down. Look at that, put down, if you will, with that maneuver. This maneuver is very similar to it, his version of the Samoan drop, an awesome arsenal the Deputy Razorhawk has. However, Nathan Everett goes down here tonight. That was an awesome thing. He pulled out all the stops, ladies and gentlemen, did whatever he had to do. Daddy's ring hand here kind of turned it around there at the end, and then Daddy Mark Woolery to hit him with the one and final Daddy's Discipline. Put him down, thus winning the matchup and moving on in the Nightmare World Cup to the finals of Bracket 3. Here he is, Daddy Mark Woolery. So, coming got to from his New Jersey nail, the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli. They can't pump their own gas because it's illegal there. However, they will do things that are perfectly legal right now when they beat the shit out of each other. Coming up next, here we go. It is Huey Blunt's going up against the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli. To make sure the entrances are off. Sorry. Got to speed it up a little bit. Sorry about that. Nonetheless, coming up next in the Nightmare World Cup, second matchup of the semifinals. Two men who did what they had to do to get through the first round, and now here they are meeting in the semifinals of Bracket 3. The Damager, Huey Blunts, takes on the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli. The Damager, a newcomer here with us. Jay Constanelli, been here since 2015. Rise to Stardom season 1. He wasn't the first ever member, but he was on that first season. Nonetheless, he made it to the finals in that, and he didn't walk away the winner. However, it's arguable that the three guys who didn't win it are still very highly skilled, that being Ian Gray and, of course, our world champion now, Marcus Starr. First man to ever come off a Rise to Stardom and win the world title. Nonetheless, these two going at it here tonight. Constanelli, of course, got the victory via countout, and Blunt's got a submission victory. So these two going at it here in our semifinals of the Nightmare World Cup 2018 in the Bracket 3. Here we go. Both men are in the ring. The bell has sounded. Senior referee Jeff Bobcat is ready to go. And so are these men. And a nice German suplex there by Huey Blunts to start this matchup out, and a kick to the back. Huey Blunts, the number one contender, of course, to the Bloodsport title. If Jay Constanelli would have lost to the Bloodsport champion in his opening round matchup, in the last matchup of the opening round, then you would see a little preview of that Bloodsport title match that we're going to see in 2 weeks. Nonetheless, here, Huey Blunts facing Jay Constanelli, who won via countout and still fairly fresh, if you will. And Huey Blunts, now getting introduced to the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli, but Blunts don't give a damn. Look out, going after it. And now, the Deadshot, multiple-time champion all across the board here with us in NCW, spinning neckbreaker. Slow, methodical pace is his way, but nonetheless, he could quite possibly be one of the strongest men on the roster as well. Weighs in just a little heavier than a cruiserweight. He is stocky, though, and certainly strong as hell for his weight. That being Jay Constanelli. Huey Blunts, more of a brawler, tactical fighter, if you will. And Constanelli is that of a suplexing machine. Goes springing to the top rope, looking to fly. Good Lord, just landing with one hell of a seated senton right to the chest there by Jay Constanelli. The dead shot had his sights set in and nailing that. Look out, cracking the neck. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, with his signature. The flashpoint puts down Huey Bluntz. This matchup getting heated now. Now we're entering into the second quarter. Now it's heating up. Look out. Oh, we're going all the way to the finals, apparently. He's locking him in his own crossface here. But no, Huey Bluntz will fight his way out of his own finisher. Reversal there. Huey Bluntz in control. Thez press ensures that. Both men very tired, though. Now, Huey Bluntz taunting his downed opponent. He might want to get to work here. If I was Huey Bluntz, I sure would. Nonetheless, Huey Bluntz now looking for multiple suplexes, but no, only finds an arm drag there by the man who would be considered the veteran here in this matchup, and he throws him to the outside. Somehow ending up on the outside now, begging him to his feet on the apron here. Constanelli looking to fly. Beautiful maneuver there by Constanelli, showing off his high-flying ability here tonight. I'm going to tell you what, Constanelli has been high-flying more and more lately. Perhaps it's time for Constanelli to finally take a chance at the NCW High Flyers Championship. But for right now, he can't worry about that. It's all about Huey Bluntz, and old Huey Bluntz just plants him. You hear the thud, and look at this, Huey right in front of him, showing him just giving him the business. Just beating down Deadshot now. Constanelli eats a forearm, and another forearm by Huey. Huey ducks under, Pele kick, putting down Constanelli. This ain't looking good for the Deadshots. Huey now got him up, brainbuster. Nasty brain buster there, and that may be the end of it. 1, 2, no. Constanelli saying this matchup will continue. The king-sized come down. Oh, and locks him in the cottonmouth crossface. Can he get to the ropes, though? He is so close to the ropes. Oh, man, he's got to keep crawling here, but no, instead, he breaks the submission only to find a German suplex. These two are so similar in styles, if you will. It's all about a lot of suplexes and perhaps a little submission game on the part of Huey Bluntz, whereas his high-flying ability, and the high-flying ability of Huey Bluntz does not come into play as the frog splash. Does not find its mark. Constanelli instead in control. Beautiful knee drop there to follow by the Deadshot. Now, Deadshot drops a hand there to the face of Huey Bluntz. Now, elbows to the top of the head. Multiple elbows over and over again. Now, picking up Huey Bluntz. Constanelli now. Got him up. Here it comes. No scope powerbomb. Good Lord. Slamming him with authority. 2 and 3. No scope powerbomb just took Huey Bluntz out of the matchup completely. Down he goes. Wow, your winner here tonight, Jay Constanelli, showing off the flashpoint and the no-scope powerbomb, doing what he's got to do. Check that out, the king-sized come down. Boom, puts him down. Oh, man. Huey Bluntz at the end of it was lost in a cloud of loud, if you will, as he just got pinned off that bridging powerbomb. The no-scope powerbomb ends it. And he annihilates Huey Bluntz, taking him out here tonight and advancing to the finals of this part. So we will see that coming up next here, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Daddy Mark Woolery and the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli, meeting in the finals here. A member of 2 respective tag teams in our tag team divisions. Separate tag teams, of course. American Triad lost those tag team titles to the Deadshot Jay Constanelli and Jay Smith and Josh Omega in the Elite Eight. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the finals. Two former multiple-time champions of NCW gonna go at it here. In our finals of Bracket 3, it is Daddy Mark Woolery and Jay Constanelli. The Deadshot has met Daddy Mark Woolery in the past. They've traded victories and losses. You know, it is what it is. I remember a time where Jay Constanelli was the New Generation champion in 2017. We couldn't beat him to take it back. These guys have met multiple times, and now here join the Elite Eight. And either man would be a great addition to the Elite Eight, but only one man can move on to the finals of the Nightmare World Cup, the final bracket. You have to win your bracket to get there, and this is what we've all been leading up to this entire episode. To find out who will join Josh Omega and Danny Harris. Will it be Mark Woolery or will it be Jay Constanelli? It's everybody's favorite father figure in Caw going up against the Deadshot here tonight in the finals of Bracket 3 of the Nightmare World Cup 2018. So here we go. Finals, the bell is sounded, and this matchup is well underway. From Brooklyn, New York, Daddy Mark Woolery. From New Jersey, the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli. These two men meet now in this, a classic bout. The Deadshot and Daddy Mark Woolery, of course, coming off of that tag team matchup this past episode on Adrenaline, where the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli and Jay Smith beat Calypso and Woolery, members of the American Triad. Now, Daddy Mark Woolery got a hold of him. Oh, and the back elbows after he couldn't choose what to do, or he was only doing it to catch his breath. This is late in the tournament. Fatigue maybe definitely coming into play at this point, and an overhead T-bone suplex there. Down goes Woolery. Trying to stomp him, but Woolery, the veteran, rolls out of the way, only to find an Irish whip there. Look out. Clothesline is what nails the head of the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli. These two going at it here to see who's going to join in on the finals. The Deadshot now got a hold of him and Daddy Mark Woolery looking to twerk the ankle there of the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli. And now Constanelli with a nice Russian leg sweep reversal there, right back in control. These two so evenly matched. These two are very similar in their stature as far as being smaller, light heavyweight style competitors and being as strong as super heavyweights. I mean, they really are very strong. And look out, and there's strength on display. Two just brutal brawling technicians looking to go at it here in this matchup. And look at this, strength on display again. Woolery with the electric chair, a maneuver he's used so long here in his career, especially here with us in the land of the Nightmare. But look at this reversal there by Daddy Mark Woolery. Now Jay Constanelli going in for something there. Instead Woolery with this patented power slam face buster. Swinging face buster out of the power slam, nailing him with that. Nice maneuver there by Woolery, and he is in control now of the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli, and nails him with a vertical suplex here in our finals. It's a good question. Why don't I have a logo on my channel? I ain't figured out how to do it yet. I just said get straight to work. We got a pin here and only a 2 count with a shoulder up. Jay Constanelli guaranteeing that we will continue this matchup. Daddy Mark Woolery now moving to the top rope here, looking for a big-time splash. We've seen him use that in matches earlier tonight. He gets reversed there. Constanelli is back up, only to find an Irish whip over the ropes there by Daddy Mark Woolery. puts him down with a big-time right hand all the way to the floor. Now these two looking to battle it out on the floor. Nice elbow drop there by Daddy Mark Woolery here in the finals of Bracket 3. Oh, big time. Irish whip into the post there. Both men former global champions, both men former new generation champions, both men former tag team champions, and actually he's Deadshot is the current tag team champion, which he defeated Mark Woolery and company to win that title. We're at a 7 count, and look out, it looks like Jay Constanelli's been busted open here as these guys are going at it here. Uh-oh, got a hold of him, cracking the neck, he is pissed off. Here comes the Deadshot. Oh, man, and puts him down with the flashpoint. You saw the look on Woolery's face, and uh-oh. He's looking to embarrass Daddy Mark Woolery as well. Got him up on his shoulders, hits him with his own finisher, Daddy's Discipline, looking to go for the pin off that 1, 2, no, Woolery to get a shoulder up. And everybody's favorite father figure ensures that we will continue to watch this matchup here, the finals of Bracket 3. If you're just joining us, it is hotly contested here. Look out, shoulder blocks, no doubt to make fun of Woolery here. And Woolery having no part of it, throwing him over the ropes, looking to catch a breath here. But look at this, Deadshot, not looking to catch a breath at all, instead flying off the top rope, showing off his high-flying ability as of late. The Deadshot, Jay Constanelli now in control of Woolery here. And Daddy Mark Woolery, he can high fly, he can brawl, he can do it all. You better believe that. And now it looks like he can eat the signature here. Oh, the flashpoint finds its mark. And the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli, who has become somewhat of a veteran on our roster, looking to go for a pin here and pull his leg away from the ropes. This could be over. 2, but no, this matchup will continue here. Constanelli cannot believe that it did not end on that move right there. And now, big time knee drop to the back there. Woolery stays down, picking him up here. Constanelli now, kicking him in the gut. Uh-oh. We've seen Constanelli hit this move before. Here it comes. Big time headshot DDT. Down he goes, and he's going for the pin off of that. 1, 2, no, he will not be moving on, and the Deadshot cannot believe it. He is so irate right now. He cannot believe it. He is so mad. The Deadshot now jumps over him, goes to the second rope, looking to plant that elbow drop. Nails it right into the black heart of Daddy Mark Woolery. 1/2 of Jaderade looking to get it done here tonight like they did in the tag team division for the tag titles. Dropping a leg drop there on his opponent. Now, picking up Daddy Mark Woolery and puts him down with a patented spine buster. Floats over and goes into the pin. Look out, 1, 2, that could be enough. 3. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli, wins here in the finals of Episode 3 of the Nightmare World Cup. It came down between all these valiant members. It was Matsuda Tanaka, Gabriel Gorgeous, Ian Gray, the Deputy Razorhawk, Huey Blunts, TJ Black, Daddy Mark Woolery, and your winner of this entire bracket, defeating 3 members of this bracket to move on to the 2 to move on to the finals, and then defeating Daddy Mark Woolery in those finals. Here he is, the Deadshot, Jay Constanelli. Constanelli with that crushing DDT did what he had to do and eliminates his opponent here. Down goes Daddy Mark Woolery. Your winner, and moving on to the finals, he will join Danny Harris along with Josh Omega, Jay Constanelli moves on to the finals. Wow. Congrats to Jay Constanelli. The happened. Ian Gray was defeated by Mark Woolery. The Deputy Razorhawk defeated TJ Black to move on. Huey Blunts tapped out Matsuda Tanaka. That was a great match. Gabriel Gorgeous lost by countout to Jay Constanelli. Then we move on to the semis where Mark Woolery defeated the Deputy Razorhawk. Classic veteran versus rookie matchup. Huey Blunts versus Jay Constanelli, where Constanelli would go on to defeat Huey Blunts. And then we moved on to the finals where Constanelli would defeat Daddy Mark Woolery and move on to the Elite Eight, the final bracket of the Nightmare World Cup. That'll be coming up soon. So awesome. Congratulations to the Deadshot Jay Constanelli, and we will see him in the finals. Until next time, fans, this has been NCW. I am your host, Joshua Little, and we will catch you next time in the land of the nightmare.